All right, good morning, Broncos. So this is my quick tutorial on how to register for the ACT. If you are registering at home, you can just pop this video next to your screen as you're registering and just kind of use this video as a guide to help you fill out the questions correctly as you go. So the first thing you want to do is, of course, open up the internet, whichever program that you have, Google Chrome, whatever. You're going to go to actstudent.org. Enter. All right, you should get a home page that looks something like this. We're going to click register for the ACT. Now, if you have never created an account before, you're going to go to create US account. You are creating an account because you've never taken the ACT before and you've never registered. So you'll click no for both questions, and then you will click continue. You would then enter your personal information here and click continue. But I already have an account, so I'm going to go back and log into the account that I already have. Now, if you have an account and you don't remember it, you need to click on forgot password and they will send you an email if you know your user ID with a password reset. If you do not know your password or your username or your email address that you use to register, you're going to have to call ACT to reset your account on the phone. And I will show you guys, or I will send you guys the customer service number, but it's also at the bottom of the page if you click on contact us. So if you do remember your account or once you reset it, you're going to go ahead and enter it in here. So mine is. And if you are creating an account for the first time, I highly recommend that you create your account using this information or this setup. So your username will be the first initial of your first name capitalized, and then the first initial of your last name followed by your ID number. And then the password would be Homestead with a capital H, @ symbol, and then your ID number. Now, if you do not remember your ID number, I'm sorry, if you do not have a password already and you are resetting it, I recommend that you make it this one as well so that you can remember it and you know that it's the same thing as everybody, so it's easy to remember. I also recommend that you then go ahead and write your username and password down in your notes on your phone immediately so that you don't forget it, to save you time in the future. You're going to click sign in. Hopefully that worked. Great. Now, for the parent reminders, you can sign up for this if you want. You do not have to, but if you choose not to, you need to leave it completely blank and press continue. Again, you can skip all the parent information, and you're going to start with just the questions that have the little asterisk or the star next to them. So you're going to start by entering your information. So here you're entering your home address. Okay, you can skip this if you want, although I do recommend it because they send you reminders and updates that are really helpful and they come straight to your phone. You put your year of graduation. Oops. All right, so for this question, you have two options. You can either put in the high school code, which just so you all know is 100-701. However, sometimes I find that this method doesn't work, so I choose the OR option and I search for Homestead by name. So I type in Homestead Senior High School, and the school is in the city of Homestead. And then we click search. Make sure you read it carefully and that it's Homestead Senior High School in Florida, because there is another Homestead Senior High School in Indiana. Click select, continue. All right, so now your account is set up. We're going to register for the test now. So we're going to click register now. If you are in ESOL classes, if you're an ELL student, or if you have an IEP and you have testing accommodations, you are going to click yes for this question and you're going to click on national extended time, okay? You can only do this if you are currently in an ESOL class, or if you have an IEP, because this is going to get sent directly to the school and we're going to have to confirm whether or not you actually have those accommodations. If you don't have them at the school, then you're not going to get them. Okay, so I'm going to fill it out as if I don't have them. So I click no, continue. All right, I review this information to make sure it all looks good. Continue. It should be filled out because you did it when you set up your account. For this question, I recommend clicking yes, because they'll send you some updated scholarship information if it applies to you. You can click continue. Remember, we only have to answer the questions with the asterisk. So none of these have an asterisk on them, so I can just click continue. Again, continue. Continue. And we're just going to click continue until we find some questions that have an asterisk. All right, so here are some with an asterisk. Just so that you all know, those previous questions, it's a survey for the ACT. It also helps them find scholarship information for you. So if you want to fill it out, you absolutely can, and you can do that later on. But so that we can just register for the ACT quickly, we're just skipping through it for now. So these questions have stars, so we need to answer them. So my best language is English. My first language was English. EL services means ESOL classes. So if you are in ESOL classes, you should click yes here. And this would be like if you are still in ESOL classes, you have to click that you received ESOL services in your senior year. If you did not and you don't have ESOL classes, then you're going to click other/not applicable. Again, you can skip the parent information. You can skip all of this stuff to save time. Again, continue. It's going to give you a pop-up saying you didn't complete it. Just click OK for now. We're going to test in the US. Continue. You're going to click that you are registering yourself. Continue. All right, scroll down. Make sure you click I understand. Continue. Okay, now for your test date, this is very important. Whenever you might be sitting down to register, you're registering for whichever date has the little red star next to it, okay? So in this case, I am registering for the June 13th test in 2020, which if you are watching this video is probably the same one that you're registering for as well. And then these are old test dates. So see, I can't click on them, but if I wanted to change my test date, I would have to click on the test date that I want, but I want June 13th, so I'll leave it there. All right, notice it says the deadline is May 8th, but the late deadline is May 22nd. If you're registering with a fee waiver, then you have until the late deadline to register for free, okay? I'm gonna select no writing because I'm not interested in doing the optional writing section. And then I'm gonna skip all of these questions and I'm gonna click continue. Okay, now the photo upload is very important. You need to make sure that you follow their instructions very, very closely or else it will not accept your photo. This is going to be very important for test day. You need to have a clear head-on photo. Okay, I'm going to put that I'm currently a junior in high school at Homestead. Continue. Okay, let's see. So this one, you'll see that they do not have any asterisks next to them, but you do have to answer these questions. So if I'm a junior at Homestead, I'm going to check for each class whether I have taken it or I'm currently taking it. I have not taken it, but I will take it next year. I have not taken it, but I will not take it. So for English 9, I took it. English 10, I took it. English 11, I am taking it. English 12, I will take it, and I didn't take any other English courses. I took Algebra 1. I am not going to take Algebra 2. I took Geometry, not Trigonometry, not Calculus. I took another math that's not listed here, or I'm going to take it next year, so I'll click that, and then I didn't take Computer Science. I took Physical Science in 9th grade. I took Biology in 10th grade. I am chemistry now, and I did not take physics, and I don't plan on it. Took US history in 11th grade, or I am taking it. Took world history in 9th grade. I didn't take another history. I will take government next year, and I will take economics next year. No geography, and I plan to take psychology next year. And I took Spanish. I did not take French, German, or any other language. I did not take an art class or a drama class, but I do plan on taking music next year. Continue. You do not need to enter your grades, so I'm going to skip all of that. I'm going to continue. All right, for these questions, it's asking about your plans for the future. I'm not really sure, and I don't want to waste time filling this out right now, so I'm going to click on Undecided. Continue. And again, for my major, I'm going to click Undecided for both of those and continue. And then it says, how sure am I? I'm undecided, so I'm not sure. Continue. All right, again, the test center code, I'm going to skip and I'm going to choose to do the zip code instead. So I'm going to put 33034. Everyone should put that zip code because this is for your test center and everyone wants to take the test at Homestead Senior. Click list. So it should be the first one, Homestead Senior High School, test day, June 13th. Seats are available. I click select. It's going to show me my information so I can review it and make sure that it all looks correct. Continue. All right, now this is showing me how much the test costs. This is the cost before the late registration deadline. It adds $32 if you're registering after the late registration deadline and you don't have a fee waiver. If you do have a fee waiver, which is a code that either your teacher, myself are going to give to you, or you have received a paper that looks something like this in your class with a code in the top corner. I'm going to enter my code, and these codes can only be used one time, but remember that you're going to get 2 codes that you can use over the course of your junior and senior year. So you will have 2 chances to take this test for free. Use them wisely. So I enter the code here and then I click apply. And if the code is good and I haven't used more than 2, it's going to tell me it's providing me with 2 complimentary subscriptions. You also get access to ACT Online Prep, which we will review, or you will review probably with your teachers. And it should have changed your order total to $0. If not, then maybe you've typed the code in incorrectly or you've already used 2 fee waivers. We're going to scroll down and click submit. It's loading. See, processing. All right, so now is the time to upload the photo. Remember those photo instructions that we talked about earlier. I'm going to use a sample photo just for the purposes of this video. Let's see. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't work, you'll get a message like this. You can try cropping the photo, but it might still not work. So let's give it a try, crop and upload. Okay, so that still didn't work. Let me pause my recording quickly. Okay, so I am back. I had to, let's see, upload a real picture of myself or else it wasn't going to work. So I took a picture of myself, I uploaded it, it had to follow their guidelines exactly. So that's proof to show you guys that you have to do it exactly as they say. And then I'm going to click continue. It's going to say click accept and continue. All right, and now you have finished registering for the ACT, but you're not done with your process completely. This part is very important or else the school's not going to know that you registered for the ACT. So it's very important that you click print ticket. You will need to bring this ticket with you on the day of the test to your test center, which should be Homestead Senior High School. On the day of the test, you need to bring this with you and another form of photo ID. So your school ID, if it has your picture on it, your driver's license, passport, any ID